All right, so we're going to finish up polar coordinates today. And so today what we're going to do is we're going to start off with rectangular coordinates and we're going to change to polar. So we're going to start with x and y and we're going to end up with r and theta. So first, to find r squared is going to be equal to x squared plus y squared. Or r is equal to the square root of x squared plus y squared. Right, and then theta is very similar to vectors. So the tangent of theta is going to be y over x. Okay, so on example 3, we have the rectangular coordinates 2, 2. I'm going to have you graph these. I know it's going to feel dumb because you guys have been able to graph the point 2, 2 like forever, but it's going to help us when we go to find our angle. It's because we'll know what quadrant we're in. All right, so then we want to change the x and the y to r and theta. So r squared is going to be equal to x squared plus y squared, or we can say that r is the square root of 4 plus 4, which is 8. So in this case, r is 2 square root of 2. That's the distance from 0 to that point. All right, and then for theta, the tangent of theta is going to be equal to the y divided by the x, or just 1. All right, so whenever we have the tangent of theta is 1, that is going to be from the hand trick, and the angle that gives you that is the angle pi over 4. Now be careful, pay attention to what quadrant you're in. If we're in quadrant 1, like we are here, the angle is actually pi over 4. If we're in a different quadrants, it could be 3 pi over 4, 5 pi over 4, 7 pi over 4. That's why it's important that you graph that point first so you know where you are. So our point in polar coordinates should be 2 square root of 2 for the r and pi over 4 for the theta. Okay. All right, so the next one, we have the rectangular coordinates, x and y, as -3 and 3 square root of 3. So I can figure out what 3 square root of 3 is just a few clicks of the calculator. That is going to be 5.196. So it's going to be left 3 and up a little more than 5. Okay. So I know that r squared is equal to x squared plus y squared. Okay. Whenever I square 3 square root of 3, I have to square the 3. And when I square the square root of 3, it just leaves you with 3. So r squared should be equal to 9 plus 27, or 36. So r is 6. All right, and then for our theta, the tangent of theta is the y divided by the x. All right, so it's going to be negative, and then those 3's cancel out, negative square root of 3. We also could write that as negative square root of 3 over 1, which means I have 3 bottom fingers, and I have 1 top finger. So that's going to match up with the pi over 3 finger. However, that angle is, that point, like pi over 3 is not in quadrant 2 like our point is. And so what we need to do is think about what pi over 3 is in quadrant 2, and that is 2 pi over 3. All right, so our r is 6, our theta is 2 pi over 3. That's the polar coordinates for that point. So instead of telling you to go left 3, up 5 point whatever, you can go 6 units at an angle of 2 pi over 3 and get to that same exact point. All right, and then this last one, for example 4, this is a little different. We have the rectangular equation, x squared plus y squared equals 100, and we're going to write it in polar form. Now, we are getting ready to do a bunch of review, but this is the equation of a circle, that the center is at 0, 0, and the radius is 10. So that might help you kind of get going. But what I know is that r squared is equal to x squared plus y squared. So I have x's and y's. I want to change to r's and thetas. So in that place, I can just say that this r squared is 100. So that means that r is 10. That's actually the equation of a circle. So we would go out 10 circles and just draw the whole circle. That's a polar equation. And that is what we said. We said it was a circle. Center is at 0, 0, and the radius is 10, and that's what it matches up with. All right, so that's it. What I want y'all to do is finish this worksheet that we started yesterday.